If one becomes inert right now, if we poke them and they become active, then we say they were sleeping. If one becomes inert, if you poke them, they don't wake up, but with lot of medical attention they wake up, then we say they were unconscious or they were comatose. But if one becomes inert and whatever we do, if they do not come back, then we say they are dead. So essentially, death is inertia. Everything in life is constantly battling between dynamism versus inertia. So we call this inertia as tamas. So once you allow food to stay, especially cooked food, if it remains for a period of time, then it gathers inertia. You may not feel anything, it's just that your sleep quota may improve. That is, you may sleep for more number of hours and everybody is going about saying that the more you sleep, the more healthy you are. Of course because if you sleep through your life, you may be healthy, but you just may not have a life. Right now it's being recommended, everybody should sleep for minimum 8 hours for health and well-being. 8 hours means it's 1/3 of our life we must sleep to be healthy. This is lot of servicing to be done for any machine. If it's of any good quality, it should not need that much of maintenance. But right now, one important thing is, food is contaminated. When I say contamination, it is not only that it is poisoned by somebody by intent, no, it is contaminated by lacking the necessary nourishment in it, and most of the time the food that people are eating, buying from a supermarket may be a month, 2 months or 3 months old, and even they bring it home and again it stays there. And today there are many studies to show this, because I'm particularly stressing on the fresh food, because using processed food and food with very high level of inertia within it causes constipation. Today, many universities are studying this and they are saying constipation and cognition issues are very related. But there have been doctors and certain publications which we've been going about saying this Victorian idea of emptying your bowels on a daily basis is not really necessary. If your bowel movement happens once or twice a week, it is good enough. Well, these are dangerous things to say, it is just that you may not die, but everything will decline in the body if waste material stays in the body for too long. You eating highly processed food, very large percentage of meat in the food, all these things will bring constipation, and today world is suffering from various kinds of psychological derangements, and cognitive decline is a huge challenge in people over 50, 60 years of age. The neuronal regeneration and cognition levels can be greatly enhanced by just changing the way we eat, and the system will not degenerate at the pace at it will, because the regeneration process will be very high if the food has a certain level of sattva or a certain level of aliveness within itself.
There is a lot of evidence accumulating that Parkinson's starts in the gut, and that the microbes have a big role in first interacting with the enteric nervous system, the little brain we have in the gut. You know, and in Alzheimer's disease it's equally complex. But there's now pretty strong evidence that these interactions between our gut and the microbes that live in it, and then you can extend this further, and the kind of food we eat and the environment where we grow this food in, that there is this connection to some of the most serious diseases that we're going to be facing in the next 50 years, because people are getting older and the prevalence rate for these chronic neurodegenerative diseases is increasing.